First of all, we're going to evaluate this graph. We can see that in the left part there's annual sales in million dollars, since $1 million to $6 million. And we can see that down are the months. First, we're going to evaluate the red line that indicates Bob's sales. Bob started January with a pretty good sale. He sold about $2.5 million, but then we can see there is a peak up to February, because he went from $2.5 million to $4.4 million. But then we can see that there's a plummet, because from 4.4 he got down to $1.8 million. Then he tried to stabilize the sales, and he came up with $2.8 million. Then we're going to be able to see Marta. Marta started the year with the weakest sales. She started January with 2 million sales. Then she continued with February on $2 million sales. But then we can see she increased, not quickly, just she increased from February to March from $2 million to $3 million. And then we can see that it went up like a rocket. It went from $3 million to $5 million in just 1 month. At the end, we're going to evaluate Rob's. Rob started the year with very good sales. He started selling from January with $4.3 million. Then he got a plummet, and he went from $4.4 million to $2.6 million. But then he tried to make the things better, and he started going up regularly. So we can see that from February to April he got a little bit increase. Then we're going to evaluate this graph. United States natural gas used by sector. We can see here for these sectors: vehicular, electrical, industrial, commercial, and residential. We're going to evaluate the commercial first. We can see that in trillion cubic feet, the commercial just had this fluctuation, that it went from 1997 to 2010. Then we can see that something similar happened with residential, because it started with 5 trillion cubic feet in 1997, and it got this fluctuation, and it came up to 2010 with this same 5 trillion cubic feet. Then we can see the electric sector. The electric sector started at 4 trillion cubic feet in 1997, but in 2002 it came up with 5.8 trillion cubic feet. It got like some decrease from 2002 to 2004, but then it recovered and it got better. From 2004 to 2010, it increased about 2.3 trillion cubic feet. At the end, we're going to see the industrial that started at the top. So it was 8.5 trillion cubic feet, and then it got down slowly until it came to 2010 with 7 trillion cubic feet. Right now we're going to evaluate this graph that shows us the percent of sugar and the amount of sugar in these certain foods as ketchup, peanut butter, chocolate bar, ice cream, chocolate cake, soda, and crackers. Here we're able to see that chocolate bars, chocolate cake, and soda are the ones that got the top percent of sugar of all these that we're evaluating. Then we can see that ice cream it's going behind these ones, behind and then we're going to be able to see that ketchup, peanut butter, and crackers are the last three of this graph. Here we're going to evaluate the students' favorite after school activities that are play sports, talk on the phone, visit friends, earn some money by working, chat online, school clubs, and watch TV. We can see that the number of students we asked, we got the most students that said that their favorite after school activity is visit with friends because they like going out with friends. Then we can see that there's the talk on the phone with the chat online, which are very popular nowadays, but it hasn't sold the people that love playing sports and earning money. These people also do these things, but it left at the end the school clubs, which these guys don't like a lot, and watch TV. Right now, watching TV is not a very good option since we got this kind of streaming places where we can see our favorite series and those things as Netflix or in Mexico Blim.